It's me, Erica. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a sit-down video like this. So for today's video, it's a different background because I'm talking about my current work. So I've been working for about 7 to 8 months now. So this month, it would be my 8th month here in my company, in my ESL company. I am currently working as an English as second language teacher, or also known as an ESL teacher. So my company is called, but it's called ACADSOC or ACADSOC. Depends on how others pronounce it, but for me, I usually say it as ACADSOC. I've been in this company again for 7 months, and I am here to share my experience, if it's possible to get the salary that they are saying. So you might see ads from ACADSOC, and is it possible to get that salary? I will discuss everything to you from the very first application, paano mag-apply, hanggang sa paano kapag nagtuturo. So without further ado, let's go on to the video. Since the pandemic started, I started to find like a job that I can do at home. And then I tried applying, and then nag-start na din kasing mag-resume yung work outside. So I was very scared that I had to travel. I have a very weak immune system, and then sakto nag-pop up yung ad ni ACADSOC. So I was looking for a job, and then suddenly may ad si ACADSOC sa Facebook. And then I was like, well, I have good English background. I don't think my accent is terrible. I don't think I have a terrible accent. So why not try? Why not try and do this work? And then I passed my application. So I'm going to put a link down below. It will be my referral link. So, kapag nag-apply kayo, hindi ko naman agad makukuha yung pera because ang referral link, mag-work siya as, pag nag-apply kayo, you have to finish certain number of classes bago ko makuha yung pera. So, it takes a long time before I get any money out of it. So, you can try applying, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then you could resign anytime. Hindi ko makukuha yung money unless makuha nyo yung quota. May quota kasing siniset si ACADSOC. May quotang siniset si ACADSOC before makuha ng nag-refer yung money. So, I think it's like their insurance policy na kapag nagpasok ka ng teacher, hindi lang siya just dyan for days. So, ayun. So, the first, what you have to do is fill in the application form na ililink ko down below. After filling that in, few moments later, makaka-receive kayo ng email. An HR from ACADSOC will contact you for your interview process. Okay, so for your interview process, hindi siya face-to-face. For me, it wasn't like a certain person na nag-interview sa akin. So, it just had the link. So, they just sent me a link that I would have to click. And then, i-redirect niya kayo sa isang page. And then, sa page na yon, you will have to take like English assessment test. It's just basic English, basic grammar. And then, at the end of it, kailangan presentable kayo kasi meron siyang video part. So, doon sa video part, ang natatandaan kong naitanong sa akin is, if for example, may batang hindi nakikinig sa inyo, like if there's a kid who isn't listening during the class, what will you do to attract the kid's attention? So, ganun lang yung tanong. Ang answer din is very easy. You just have to use props. If ganun yung tanong na makukuha nyo, the answer would be, you just have to use different props and toys to attract the kid's attention, and then maybe make the class a little more lively. Put your voice on the highest level, your energy to the highest level. Ganun lang ang mga sagutan doon. It's very easy, very basic. Hindi kayo mahihirapan. Trust me, it's like very basic English. So, after that process, kukontakin kayo again if you pass the assessment. And then, if you pass the assessment, you would go for a training. So, for that training, iti-train kayo for your demo, for your final demo. Sa training, ang makikita nyo is yung ating mga materials trainer or tinatawag naming MT. So, you will meet your MT or materials trainer. Sila yung magdi-discuss sa inyo ng dapat gawin. So, I forgot ilang minutes or ilang hours yung training. Pero, ayun, ititrain kayo. May date na isa-set and time. You have to attend the training. Hindi kayo makakakuha ng schedule for final demo if wala kayong training. So, for the training, what you have to be prepared for is this one. Okay? So, i-email naman agad ng MT nyo or i-chat kayo ng MT nyo via Zoom. Nung sa amin, via Zoom pa siya. So, i-chat kayo. Hindi ko alam if it's the same, if sa Zoom pa din ngayon. Pero, i-chat kayo what you would need. And then, yung tarp, hindi pa need tong tarpaulin. Yung tarpaulin kapag na-feel nyo nang you are going to work for ACADSOC for a whole time, saka kayo mag-tarp. Pero ang need is like this kitty props background, like itong mga pictures, like shapes, like dogs, butterfly, and all of that. Kasi kailangan talaga siya, hindi siya pwedeng plain white background lang, kasi most ng tuturuan nyo sa ACADSOC is kids. So you have to be, you have to have a very lively background. It should be designed pero hindi siya overly designed na sobrang distracting na. It should be enough to attract the kids' attention. So ayun siya. That's the reason why you have to have such cute background. And then what else do you need to prepare for? May mga ipapanood. So nung sa amin may mga pinapanood na video. May pinapanood na video yung MT. So, make sure that you watch the videos so that kapag tinanong kayo, kasi may question and answer yan sa class or during the training, may alam niyo yung isasagot nyo. So, you have to know it para alam niyo yung isasagot nyo. And then, magti-training kayo and then meron kayong tinatawag na pre-demo. Sa pre-demo, yung MT nyo, siya yung magiging student. So, your materials trainer will pretend to be the student and then for 15 minutes lang yon. And then 10 to 15 minutes if hindi ako nagkakamali. And then sasabihin ng trainer nyo, materials trainer nyo, if ano yung dapat i-improve. Ano yung dapat yung i-improve, ano yung dapat nyo pang gawin for the demo, and of course, sasabihin niya if you passed or failed the pre-demo. Kapag bumagsak kayo sa pre-demo, hindi kayo makakapag-demo. Another important thing that you have to note is you have to have good lighting. Good lighting is also very important. Gusto nila, nakikita nila yung bright face nyo. Ayaw nila ng very shadowy, ha? So, make sure that you have a very nice lighting. Pwede kayong umupo sa tapat ng window, buksan nyo yung window. If papasok yung sunlight, pwede siyang ganun. Or, if you have a ring light, much better. Yung sa akin, ang gamit ko is my standard ring light. And then, after nyo mag-training, pag pumasa na kayong pre-demo, another thing that I have to note is make sure may props kayo, ha? Not just the background, but also props. So, you would need things like this, like good job, great work, and then you can also have food. So, usually, kids love, especially if it's a young girl, they love ice cream. So, make sure na parang meron kayong ganito. Paano ba to? Ito is made out of Velcro. So, ayan, halimbawa, one ice cream for you. Well done, my dear. Something like that. And then, patong-patong hanggang sa makuha niya. And then you're like, wow, you have 5 scoops of ice cream. Mga ganon. Small things that makes a difference. So, trust me, actually, kahit hindi pa siya ganito, kahit cutouts lang yan, printouts lang yan ng ice cream, okay lang yan. Ang importante, may props kayo. This one is for your reward system. And then, make sure you also have examples. So, for example, colors ang lesson. Colors and shapes. Make sure may example kayo for colors. For example, this one. Okay. So, for example, this one. Okay. White. White. What color is it? And then you can say, white. And then, magturo kayo ng sentence, it is white. It is white. Okay? Or it's white. It's white. Okay? And then, ayun. So, make sure na may sample props kayo ng tinuturo nyo. For example, color siya. So, make sure, ibibigay naman kasi yung lesson sa inyo before the demo. So, just make sure that you read through the lesson and try to practice. Like, 3 times na ako nag-practice because I didn't want to pressure myself so much. And, yeah. And then, make sure to have TPR. Ituturo sa inyo yung TPR. When we say TPR, this is your hand gestures. So, kailangan marami kayong hand gestures because you're teaching kids and usually they don't understand too much English. Like, for example, what's your name? How old are you? What do you like to do? And, okay, can you hear me? Can you see me? This is what we call TPR. Make sure you're very lively and you have full of your passion when you're doing the demo. So, for the demo, may ma-assign sa inyo na QA. So, ang QA, these are, I believe they are Chinese. If hindi, I truly believe they are Chinese. And they are testing how good of a teacher you are. Sila ang magsasabi if you passed or failed. Nasa kanila ang last decision. So, you have to impress them. Make sure that if a student corrects mistake, kasi they would purposely make mistakes. They would purposely make mistakes para tignan if i-correct nyo. So, make sure you always correct the pronunciation and the grammar of the student. For example, this one, tinanong nyo, what color is it? Tapos sinagot niya, it's green. You have to correct this. You can say, okay, dear, it's alright. Let's try again. Okay? What color is it? Pag sinabi niya, it's yellow, saka mo ipakita. Pwede mo ipakita, dear, this one is yellow. This one is green. Pwede niyo siyang gawing ganon. So, you have to make sure that you have to impress your QA para agad pasado kayo. I forgot kung ano yung passing score sa demo. Pero may passing score yan. So, your QA would pretend to be like a 7-year-old kid or even a 6-year-old kid. And they would do things na purposely na imali yung sagot nila. Or they would try to parang kung wari hindi sila nakikinig to see how good you can handle the class. Okay? And then, after your demo, once you passed your demo, you are now half part of ACADSOC. I'm saying half part because you still have to pass one thing. And that is your TESOL exam. So, ACADSOC offers free TESOL. Kaso, hindi nyo agad makukuha yung certificate, ha? Ang certificate niya is for 2 years. Alam ko, you have to work for 2 years in ACADSOC to get your official TESOL certificate. And then, ayan, need nyo lang ipass ang TESOL. You have 1 week to do that. Bibigyan nila kayong 1 week para matapos ang TESOL. And then, you will be officially part of ACADSOC. So, once you pass the TESOL exam, magiging part na kayo ni ACADSOC. And you can finally start teaching. So, merong ma-assign sa inyo na TM. Ang TM naman, iba siya sa MT. Ang TM, I believe it's called Team Manager. I'm not sure if it's the correct term, pero TM, ayan, TM siya. Siya yung mag-handle sa inyo, sa kanya kayo makikipag-coordinate. So, for the first few weeks, ang i-allow lang na i-plot is 5 to 10. So, 5 to 10 p.m., that is for about 3 days. Nung sa akin, 3 days, ang allowed lang ako is 5 to 10 p.m. Titignan nila how good your internet is, how good your teaching skill is, and if okay yung gamit nyong like PC or laptop. So, yung requirements, nasa description din siya sa baba. Nandyan kung anong specs you need for your computer or for your laptop and what is the needed internet speed for this work. So, if okay na kayo for the first 3 days, baka i-allow na kayo ng TM nyo to open more slots. As long as okay ang internet speed, nakita nilang okay ang teaching style mo, and okay ang specs ng computer or laptop mo, you can now add more slots. So, ayun ang whole process, paano ka maha-hire. Now, I will go on sa mga tips. Ano yung mga tips once you started working na? Number 1 is, build a good relationship with your manager or your TM. Kasi sila ang best friend mo sa ACADSOC. So, you have to make sure that you listen to their comments, suggestions on what you need to improve. So, hindi nyo kaaway ang TM nyo dito, mga beshiwaps. Sila actually ang magiging best friend nyo dito. So, you also have to understand your TM because they handle about 100 tutors. So, if may concern ang isang tutor, ibabato niya agad yun kay TM. And the TM handles 100 of tutors or hundreds of tutors. So, you have to be patient on waiting on their replies. Okay? So, yung iba kasi sinasabi super unresponsive ng TM. Depends on the TM, pero usually kasi ang reason yan is that they handle hundreds of tutors. So, sa case namin, meron kaming GC ng TM ko at saka nung mga tutors niya. And nung tinignan ko, it's over 100. It's crazy. So, imagine if sabay-sabay kayong may concern, she has to handle every single one of that. And then, number 2, once you start working, make sure na you can stick to your schedule. So, for example, nag-plot kayo 9 a.m. to 12 noon, tapos 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Make sure you can stick to that schedule. Why? Number 1 is that on your first few weeks, for sure, lagi kayong fully booked kasi i-up kayo ni ACADSOC. Ang algorithm ni ACADSOC is yung mga new tutors, ina-up talaga nila yan para makakuha ng students ang tutors. So, usually, for the first 1 month, super fully booked kayo. And you have to stick to your schedule para makakuha kayo ng regular students. I-explain ko sa inyo bakit important magkaroon ng regular students. The reason for that is, every time na may bagong tutor, sila yung ina-up. Okay? Sila yung ina-up ng sales team. Okay? Sila yung i-recommend muna ng sales team bago kayo. So, if medyo nagto 2 months, 3 months, baka experience kayo ng low bookings. In my case, sa second month ko, naka-experience ako ng low bookings. So, you really have to do your best on your first month para mag-book agad ang students sa inyo. Naranasan ko rin yan when may regular student ako dati. Like, na-student ko siya and then I think he liked my teaching style and then every time na nagbubook ako or nag-open ako ng slot, nagbubook siya agad. So, I was very happy to know that. And then that student also gives 5 stars. So, mamaya explain ko si 5-star system. Okay, so number 1, make sure you stick to your schedule para may regular students. Number 2, when it comes to your schedule, make sure na wala kayong absences. Absences is a no-no here in ACADSOC. Not just pwede kayong ma-complain, pwedeng mag-file ng complaint yung student. Second one, may salary deduction siya and may teaching points deduction siya and mababudget kayo sa manager nyo. Why? Because in ACADSOC, meron tayong tinatawag na team data. So, if you have so much cancellations, so much absences, na-affect yung team data. And may effect din ang team data sa number of bookings na makukuha mo. May effect ang absences sa number of bookings na makukuha mo. Kasi nagre-reflect yan sa profile mo na nasa ACADSOC. Kasi iba ang nakikita ng teachers, iba ang nakikita ng students na magbubook. So, if marami kang absences, marami kang cancellations, expect mo na low bookings ka kasi number one, hindi ka i-promote ng MTA. Because number one, your TM wouldn't put so much promotion to you as well as his sales. Okay? So, make sure that if you have this certain schedule, you can stick to it and may iwasan mo ang absences or cancellations. Okay? Because may salary and teaching points deduction, si cancellation, and si absences. And then, when it comes to your schedule, for part 3, it is flexible. It is fairly flexible, especially if VIP tutor ka. When we say VIP tutor, ikaw yung tutor na naghahandle ng mga students na enrolled na kay ACADSOC. So, if you're a VIP tutor, you can plot your own schedule depending on your free time. You can choose to be a part-time or a full-time teacher. Pero ayan, pag magpa-part-time, I know it's 25 hours per week ang dapat accumulated. What else? When it comes to your schedule, once nakita ng manager mo na okay yung performance nyo, ibibigay niya sa'yo yung freedom na mag-plot ng schedule mo. Kasi sa first few weeks, kailangan mong isend agad sa manager mo yung magiging schedule mo. But if you already have the freedom to plot your own schedule, okay, ikaw na mismo yung magpa-plot. So, pwede kang mag-advance plotting for 2 weeks. Akong ginagawa ko. 2 weeks before, magpa-plot na ako. Kasi, mas marami yung chance na magbo-book agad yung student or tinatawag nating advanced booking. Number 3 is yung 5-star system. Meron tayong tinatawag na star rating kay ACADSOC. So, the student can rate you from 1 to 5. Okay? 1 to 5, pwede kanyang i-rate. Pag 1, automatic, 1 and 2 stars, automatic na complaint yon because it means that you weren't able to teach very well or there is something wrong with your system. So, usually, nagre-rate silang 1 star if lagi kang nakikick out sa classroom kasi may chance na makick out ka sa classroom if mabagal yung internet mo or if hindi kaya ng system mo yung application na gamit. So, usually, yun ang reasons for 1 star. And if you get 5 stars and 4 stars, maganda yun sa record mo kasi lahat ng stars nagre-reflect sa profile mo kay ACADSOC. Okay, so if the students see that you have a lot of 5 stars, mas mag-up ka sa system, mas ipropromote ka ng manager mo, and mas maraming students ang magbubook sa'yo. So, make sure you get at least 4 or 5 stars every time you teach. How to get 5 or 4 stars? Number 1, it's in your quality of teaching. If the student thinks that you're a very fun teacher and you're able to give them the lesson or naintindihan nila yung lesson, may natutunan sila sa'yo and at the same time, they enjoyed the class, they would highly give you a 5-star rating. And that goes for both an adult student and a kid student. Kasi may i-handle din kayong mga adults. So, usually, sa adults, it's harder to impress adults than kids, to be honest. Because sa adults, you really have to do your best to correct their grammar as well as teach them more words. So, make sure that you can impress both of your kid student and your adult student. Number 4, which is very important. Number 4 is finish your course test or course material. So, ipapakita ko sa inyo, I'll put it here, kung ano yung dapat yung tapusin na lessons. So, madami yan. You really have to finish them and finish the quizzes. May quiz yan. So, you have to review all of those lessons and pass all of the quizzes. Why? Kasi once you pass that quiz, malalagay yan sa inyo as your teachers, sa inyong teacher's profile. Para siyang may tab ng mga natuturo mo or pwede mong ituro. So, once you pass yung quizzes, it means qualified ka to teach that certain book because different student sometimes is different books. So, maraming books na ino-offer si ACADSOC and you have to be very familiar with them. You have to be familiar with them so that you can maneuver or control the lesson very well. So, pag napasa mo yun, I highly guarantee na dadami ang bookings mo kasi nagiging available ka sa lahat ng books. Number 5 is to attend training. So you have 6 trainings that you have to attend. We have EFK 1 or English for Kids 1, 2, and 3. Hiwa-hiwalay yan, depende sa age range ng student. And then you have accent training para malaman nyo yung proper accent or ano yung dapat, do's and don'ts. Okay, for the accent. And then we also have the EP or the EP and IELTS. Ang EP stands for Exam Preparation. May mga students kasi na mag-e-enroll na ang goal nila is to pass the IELTS or TOEFL exam para makapag-aral sila or makapag-work sila sa ibang bansa. Kaya, ino-offer din ni ACADSOC to. So, you have to pass that one too, as well as the top tutor training. So, you have 6 trainings to finish. And if you finish that all, if you pass those all, I can guarantee you that you have a very good standing sa ACADSOC because you're able to pass all of them. So, sa mga trainings na ito, magbubuk kayo yung mamimili ng sarili nyong schedule para sa mga trainings na to, and then, you will have your MT. So, mga MT din or materials trainer din ang magtitrain sa inyo. However, yung score mo will be given by the QA. So, para kang nagde-demo. Si QA pa din ang i-impress mo. So, make sure when you're taking the trainings, you listen carefully to what you have to do. Okay, so that you will get the passing grade. Kasi kapag hindi kayo pumasa, you will need to book for another schedule. Magre-retrain ka after 1 month. Okay, so after the training, okay, number 6 and most important, please read the process rules. So, meron kayong makikita sa self-study. Ipapakita ko sa inyo sa screen. Somewhere right here, yung parang self-study courses. Please do read the process and rules. Nandun lahat yun. Yung para sa complaints, ano yung dapat nyong gawin, if late si student or if absent si student. Nasa process rules lahat yun. Process and rules lahat yun. You have to read that because ESL is like a self-sufficient job. When I say about that, it's like a self-learning job. It's like a self-training job. Hindi ipapakain sa inyo lahat. You have to learn things on your own din. So, for the rules of the company, ano yung mga dapat ituro at mga hindi dapat i-open na topic, makikita nyo doon. Paano mo makukuha yung salary and all of that. Okay? So, since we are talking about salary, let's go to some pointers. Kung narinig nyo kanina, meron tayong tinatawag na teaching points. Si teaching points ang iniipon mo para makapag-level up ka kay ACADSOC. So, you have like, I think it's D to A, pero D5 to D1, C5 to C1. So, halimbawa, from D5, nakaabot ka ng C5, nakuha mo na si C5, pwede kang magkaroon ng salary increase. Paano nakukuha si teaching points? Merong points para sa completed classes. So, if naka-complete ka ng class, may added teaching point. Number 2 is kapag nakakakuha ka ng stars. So, if you get many 5 stars every day, mas mabilis ang ranking mo. So, for 5 stars, that's equivalent for 2 teaching points. And for 4 stars, that's equivalent from 1 teaching point. So, make sure na a-attendan nyo lahat ng classes nyo. Para mas maraming teaching points, mas happy tayo, mas mabilis ang salary increase. So, para sa salary, nare-release ang salary ni ACADSOC from 1 and 16. And usually, ang mode of salary is via PayPal. So, natatanggap ko yung sahod ko via PayPal. Ang ginagawa ko is magta-transfer ako through GCash. So, GCash or PayPal to GCash, wala po yung fee. Okay? So, from PayPal to GCash, wala siyang fee. And then, pwede mong i-transfer yung GCash money mo sa bank account mo na may 15 pesos lang na processing fee. So, ayun siya. So, sa PayPal ko siya natatanggap. And, ang salary will depend on your performance sa demo. Okay? So, if you have a good grade sa demo, maganda ang sahod mo. Lalo na if you have a teaching degree. In my case, wala akong teaching degree or wala akong nakuhang diploma for teaching. Kaya yung sahod ko, okay naman siya. Okay ang starting ko. For me, my sahod was very okay. Okay, so magkano nga ba ang kikitain mo kay ACADSOC? So for me, since I'm a full-time teacher, I am able to earn 30,000 to 40,000 per month. Maraming nagtatanong, is it possible ba talaga na makuha mo yung 30,000 to 40,000 pag full-time ka? Yes, it is possible. How is it possible? Number one is, yun nga ang sinasabi ko guys, you have to make your TM as your friend. You have to listen carefully to her suggestions, his or her suggestions sa'yo. For example, you have to be more lively, use more props. Don't take it as hindi kayo marunong magturo. They want you to step up your teaching level para you earn more, para happy din sila. Kasi nga, it reflects on your team data. So, they also want na balance yung team data nyo. So, make sure that you listen to them very carefully. How did I make it possible? Second is, I am not a regular VIP tutor. So, I am a trial tutor. Trial teacher ka. Ang hinahandle mo is yung mga hindi pa enrolled sa ACADSOC. So, meron tayong mga tinatawag na trial classes. Ma-offer lang kayo na maging trial tutor or trial teacher if nakitaan talaga kayo ng potential ng TM nyo. So, make sure that every class is your best class. Ako, hindi ko in-expect yun. It was offered to me because she said that I had this passion and then she liked my accent. My accent was very good daw. My accent was very clean. It was very clean and she liked that. That's why she offered it to me and she said that she thinks that I can improve very fast. And I am now a trial tutor. And kapag trial tutor ka, mga momshi, yung nasa old package ka. Meron tayong tinatawag na new package and old package. Ang new package is kung ano lang yung classes mo, yun lang yung paid. Okay? So, kung ilan lang yung pumasok na student sa'yo, yun lang yung paid. Pero kapag nasa old package ka, if you're at the old package, even yung unbooked slots mo or yung mga slots mo na hindi na book ng students, bayad yan. Yun ang difference in new package and old package. So, for new package, ay dahil old package na ako, and dahil mostly trial classes ang hawak ko, if may unbooked slots ako, paid pa rin siya. That's why nakukuha ko siya monthly. Nakukuha ko yung sahod na yung monthly. So, I will put some snippets of my salary tab. Okay, papakita ko sa inyo mga 2 or 3 salaries ko para lang i-prove sa inyo na it is possible. It is possible once you work hard for it. ESL, hindi ka lang upo-upo, hindi ka lang turo-turo. It requires a lot of effort, mga momshies. Akala ko dati it's, an easy job, you just have to teach English. No. When I was offered to be a trial tutor because they saw potential in me, it really boosted me to do my best, like my very best to teach the kids and even adults at the best that I can. And every day is a learning day. Every day is a learning curve. Marami pang dapat i-improve. Marirealize nyo as you're teaching na there are a lot of things to improve on when it comes to teaching skills, and it's really hard to be a teacher. Dun ko na-appreciate lahat ng mga teachers natin dyan. So, for all of those teachers out there, I feel you, and naiintindihan ko na ngayon why teaching is such a noble profession. It is possible as long as you work for it. Pero before ako na-offer na trial tutor, dahil madalas fully booked ako, and then nung second month ko, dun medyo tumumal actually. Nung parang second month ko na, dun medyo tumumal yung students. Ang ginawa ko, minessage ko yung TM ko. I was like, hello TM, sorry for if I bother you or ganyan-ganyan. And then I asked him, I noticed that my booking suddenly slowed down. I was fully booked for the past weeks. Yon. And then, dun in-explain ng TM ko na ang algorithm ni ACADSOC is that if you're a new tutor, ikaw yung i-up nila, and then it's your responsibility to gain regular students from that. Pero ang ginawa niya is that she told me that, but it's fine, I will review your classes, and then ni-review niya yung classes ko, and it was like, you're a very good tutor, I can see potential in you, I will refer you to sales. Okay? So, pag nakitaan ka nila na you have the passion, you have the potential, ire-refer ka nila sa sales. Ngayon, si sales and marketing are both very, very important. Kasi sila ang nagtutulungan para i-promote ang tutors. So, if promoted ka sa sales, promoted ka din kay marketing, girl, there is a big chance na lagi ka ng fully booked. Just make sure na kapag dumami ulit yung students mo, you always do your best, you always get 5 stars, and itataas ka na, kusa ka na nung mapropromote sa system ni ACADSOC. Kapag nakikita nilang sobrang dami mong 5 stars, ng marketing pati ng sales nun, ikaw na lagi yung ire-recommend nila. I-up ka nila lalo sa site nila. I-recommend nila na this teacher, ganyan-ganyan. So, ayun. So, just make sure that you put your best foot forward and nakikipag-coordinate ka lagi sa inyong TM. Yeah, a lot of people ask me, how do I get that salary? Especially yung mga close friends ko. How is it possible? The only thing that I could really say is that you have to work hard. You have to work hard for this job. Make sure na kaya nyo attendan lahat ng classes nyo. And with that, you have to make sure na you have backups. So, when we say backups, kasi may times na hindi may iwasan na magkaroon ng internet interruption and power interruption. So, if na-announce agad na may power interruption, I suggest that you close your classes na. You close your unbooked slots. Okay? Unbooked slots, meaning hindi pa na-book ng student. And kapag, in any case, na sa time na yon or sa day na yon may nakabook na, kailangan may backup kayo. It could be a laptop, pwede ring phone, may applications sa phone na pwede nyong gamitin. I will discuss that maybe in a different video, kung ano yung mga backups na dapat. Maybe, ako, personally, meron akong baterya ng car as my power source since I have PC ang gamit ko and yung laptop ko kasi is not working anymore. Yung battery niya hindi na gumagana. So, kailangan din naka-plug siya. So, if gamit ko yung laptop ko, usually nakasaksak yan sa car power if mawalan ng kuryente. And para may ring light ako and emergency light. So, usually, yun, I will get in depth with other backup things that you can have in a next video, in a separate video, kasi medyo matagal na medyo matagal na conversation din yan. Pero ayun, make sure you have your backups para hindi kayo mag-cancel ng classes, kasi sayang din yon. Sa process and rules, dun yung makikita kung ilang deduction if nag-cancel kayo this day, or a day before, or 3 hours before. Okay, so dun nyo siya makikita. And yeah, so yun lang naman ang fundamentals kay ACADSOC. The best tip that I could give is always smile, be energetic, and make sure that you have knowledge extension. When we say knowledge extension, this could be a sentence pattern. Like for example, kagaya ng sabi ko, colors lang yung lesson. So makikita nyo sa isang lesson, puro lang yan. Yellow, blue, green, ganyan lang. So make sure na you can extend the knowledge. Like for example, it is white or it's white. Bawa, ito. Pakita niyo yung picture na to. Mayroon tayong cap. And then you can ask, what color is it? Halimbawa, sinabi ng bata, green. You can say, it's green. And then, pwede niyong ipakita, this one is a cap. Now, let's say, okay, it's a green cap. Okay, so mga ganun lang. Ganun ang tinatawag nating knowledge extension. Para if nanonood man yung parent ng bata, nakikita nilang, may natututunan yung anak ko sa tutor na to. The more that you can make the student speak, the better. The more that you can elicit, sentences or words sa students, tas nandun yung parent, that's even a plus. Kasi matutuwa yung parent sa'yo. Kasi yung anak ko may natututunan dito. And that is more likely na ibubuk ka nila. Okay, so those are the basics here in ACADSOC and how I am able to earn the money that I am able to earn today. Working in ACADSOC has been an inspiration for me because I always get comments on the comment section like, ang arte mo mag-English, ang arte-arte, hindi ka na lang mag-Filipino. And here I am, guys. I earned money from the maarte accent or maarte English na meron ako. And I couldn't be more proud of that. Okay? So if you have further questions about working in ACADSOC or meron pa kayong gustong malaman, comment it down below. Sasagutin ko sila sa different vlog. Okay, so that's it for today, my dears. I hope you have a great day and I hope may natutunan kayo sa aking video, and I hope to see you guys as well in ACADSOC. Or if current tutor na kayo sa ACADSOC, you can also share your experience down below and maybe we can embark a conversation, a healthy conversation about working in ACADSOC or working as an ESL teacher. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and click the subscribe button down below for more videos. That's it for today. Thank you so much and I'll see you soon, my loves. Goodbye.